Hello my family. So we are in the kitchen today. Now I don't know about authentic Thursday at this point, but we do have a nice squash recipe. It's going to be interesting. Squash and pizza. How can I pull that off? Let's wait and find out. Okay, my family, so we are back, and my intentions tonight is I am taking an ordinary spaghetti squash and I am actually going to turn it into a pizza boat. Now I also have a few announcements I want to make. This week we will not be going live on Friday, and the reason for that is I will be preparing some breads to take with us for Saturday. And on this trip on Saturday, I am taking you all with me. Me and Mr. James are heading out to Ripley, Mississippi. We are going to what we know of one of the biggest flea markets there is. Now this place is really interesting, and I've talked about taking you all with us before. So this is a definite, and I thought instead of doing live Friday where I can make us our breakfast, because we're going to try to cut costs basically as much as we can. So I'm going to be making and baking Friday night instead of doing the live. Forgive me y'all, but sometimes I do what I got to do. So, and that is one of them. So we're going to be doing, I'll do something Friday. I do have like tailgate dips that I'm fixing to make. I have a crab salad I'm going to be doing. I am going to be doing a tomato avocado dip to go with tortilla chips, and I am going to be making a cream cheese imitation Boursin cheese. So these three I am going to make a video to show you how to do this, because frankly, number one, I want these in my house so I can have a snack. And number two, it's just fun to have. And we, like I said, we have tailgates coming and everything else. So these are ideas that I'm going to start incorporating. Now, I do have an announcement. Many of you know that I make hot mats and some really thick oh Lord, pot holders. So, and I crochet them. We also have holidays coming up. So I'm going to think of an ingenious way to have a drawing. I am going to make one set, which would be 2 pot holders and a hot mat for Thanksgiving under a fall theme, and one set for Christmas to be giving away from my own 2 hands. Now I understand this is not rich stuff, and it is made handcrafted from my hands. If I can get my sewing machine beforehand, I will also make an apron to give away also. I don't have the rich things like most people give away, really fancy merchandise, but what I do have is a lot of heart. And what I do have is value, the ones that I think last a long time. The gift of love, that's what I have. And so with that, I will want to share with you. Now, there is going to require you to do something though. So, and this will give me the list that me and Mr. James will have, because Mr. James is going to be drawing right here on this camera. He is going to draw the name out. Now, the rules that you're going to have at this point, and I will let you know when the drawing will be, is you will have to like this channel and you will have to share this channel. So y'all, we need to get more out there as well. So I mean, and at least just like it. And then what you're gonna do in the video that where I am going to make the announcement, I will show you the product, or hopefully by then, because I've got to make these up and it's going to take me some time to make both sets. So when I make the announcement, everybody will be having a chance. Also, not only are you going to like that video, but you're going to put your name down with a comment so that I know who seen this and who is on that list, because your name in the comments will be the list for the drawing. I'm hoping I explained that. And later on, this is going into September, so I'm looking about October, and hopefully it gives me enough time to work to be able to make these up. But sometime in October, I will be making the announcement with the first set of pot holders and hot mats to give away. And at that video, I will show you and give you the exact details of what you're going to need to do. So look forward to something for Parton's Heritage Homestead. Love from my hands and my heart. And I hope you all like it. So let's go in the kitchen because I am hungry. And I am going to make a pizza boat out of a yellow spaghetti squash. So let's get started. Okay, y'all, so this here is already been pre-cooked. So I am actually just going to put in my ingredients now. And I'm going to start out just like every pizza. Now this is my base, so I'm going to need a sauce. So I'm actually going to work in some pizza sauce into my mix. I have my oven set for 350 degrees. I just want to incorporate. Now this is a homemade pizza sauce made with tomato paste, and then garlic, onion, salt, pepper, and some Italian seasoning. And that's it. And make that preference to your taste. Now I had made one for Mr. James, and he's taking it with him, so. Now, here's where it gets interesting. I thought I had pepperoni, but they were frozen, so we didn't do that one. However, we still have sausage. So now I'm going to add sausage. Now, just like anything that you would add into your pizzas for your toppings, this is where you can make it your own. Add whatever toppings you enjoy on your pizzas in this boat. And I'm going to mix some of this up with it. I'm going to add a little bit of purple onions in here. I'm going to add some black olives and some red bell peppers. I might want to add just a little bit more purple onions in this. Finding a knife right here. And give me 1 minute, and I'm going to go get our cheese because I am going to make this cheesy. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and add our cheese. Now I'm using fresh grated from a block. I do not use the stuff that's prepackaged, but you're welcome to use any type of cheese that you want to. I'm just going to mix this up a little bit. It makes a mess, y'all, but it's so good. And this is a low-carb version to having pizza. If you wanted to step away from the cauliflower, because I'll tell you, there were times that cauliflower it got to be a little bit too much for us. And this tastes amazing. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add my cheese. Y'all, I love my cheese. I'm sorry, but I'm not. And now I'm going to pop this in the oven until it melts. And then once it melts, we'll be right back. While we're waiting on my pizza boat, y'all, I had to show you. Look, we succeeded. Number 3, Doughy Parton. I have my sourdough back, y'all, and I cannot wait because this means fresh milled sourdough bread in the making for this fall, and I am so stoked. It took me a few times to get one back, but I got it, and determination is what I did, and I am patient. I'm very patient, but I got it. And that, y'all, is a pizza boat used with spaghetti squash. These, I love all the different things that could be made with them, and I'll come back and explain that. Okay, so there are several ways you can do this. A southwestern flair. You can do this with a taco, pizza, Alfredos, so many, pesto. You can replace this for pasta and make your shrimp Alfredos, or a pesto pasta using spaghetti squash. I just decided to make this bowl, and I have so many different other recipes that I want to make with this, so I have plenty that I can do over the winter. Also know that if you are growing these, you can, if they are properly treated, if the casings on them are good and dry, if when you put your finger indentation on the skin and it doesn't indent and it's good and hard, these will last you all winter in a cool, dry place. So I am actually going to eat tonight, and so this one will be simple, very simple and short, because what I'm going to do is get ready to make different dips tonight. I'm actually going to pre-video for you guys for Friday while I'm doing my work that I have to do to get ready for Saturday, which that's a trip we are going on. Again, I apologize, but we are not going live because I do have so much work to do. But I will have something in replace for you, and that will be, I'm going to call it Tailgate Friday for this point, because these are going to be dips that we're going to use for whatever your gatherings or for your football games or whatever. These make great healthy snacks, so I'm going to be doing that segment for you. So I've got to keep this one kind of short so that I can go ahead and work right into the next segment. So I love you all dearly, and again, look forward, because like I said, maybe it's not this extravagant thing that give away like most people do, but these will be made from love, the old-fashioned way, from my own two hands. So be watching, because I will be making that announcement as to when we will have that drawing, because I do have to make these sets up, and I want to find the right yarn for this. They will be, by the way, 100% cotton. I am not going to skimp on anybody. It's going to be very quality work. So look forward to that. And this is my way of saying thank you all so much for what you do for me in this channel. Thank you for loving us and keeping us going for a little over 2 years. Y'all have been absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you enough. So until next time, much love to each and every one of you from Parton's Heritage Homestead.